Every restoration job has its challenges. Black Douglas was built as a tender for a much larger yacht, so she had to be built light. Her steam-bent oak frames are only 3/4 by 1 inch. The Port Orford cedar planking is 5/8, and the boat is fastened with copper rivets. They are much too light to accept a screw fastener. Over the 90 years of her life, many additional sisters have been added. So many, in fact, that in some areas it was almost impossible to find the original frame track. We decided to start up forward, where the original frames were more intact. We started by removing 2 planks on either side of the bow. These planks need to be replaced anyway. We then systematically remove frames. We replace 2 frames at a time and get those installed before moving on to the next frame station. This way we don't risk losing any shape in the boat.
Okay, it should poke out. There we go. You want to boat it?
All right.
Stop. There you go. Stop. Light taps. Got it.
Some time ago, we got a real good deal on some heavy biaxial carbon fiber cloth. We decided to use carbon fiber laminates instead of wood. We did this by cutting the carbon fiber cloth into strips. We then wetted them out with epoxy resin and clamped them between aluminum bar stock coated with mold release wax. Voila! Carbon fiber laminating strips. We could get 2 or 3 frame laminates out of these strips, depending on how much shape had to be cut into the frame to accommodate that frame station. These frame laminates were thick enough to bend into a fair curve, but flexible enough so that we could weasel them under bilge stringers and shear clamps. We dry fit them and pre-drilled them, using nails to clamp them in place and keep them aligned.
Sweet. Push, please. All right. Next? Yep, whenever you're ready.
We then sanded them, wiped them down with a solvent to make sure there was no wax left on them, and wet them out with epoxy resin.
Look. The nail? Or no? Yeah. Put it on from...
used 2mm rob line to stitch the frames into place. We saturated about 2 inches of the end of the line with epoxy resin so that it would work like a needle. The rest of the line was soaked in hot paraffin wax.
Stand by. There you go. Pull. There you go.
After the frame was stitched into place, we secured both ends and then clamped it and created tension with wood wedges on the outside. Once the glue was dry, we could cut the line and pull it out of the hole. We can now re-drill and refasten the boat with copper rivets so that it looks just like it did in 1928. These new carbon fiber frames are infinitely stronger than the old oak ones were. They are protected from the sun by the wood, and when they are painted, no one will know that we were ever there. These videos are brought to you by the Maritime Preservation Trust. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, please do. We greatly appreciate your support. If you would like to see more, please visit us at our Vimeo OTT channel, MPT TV. Here, you can find a very extensive, constantly growing video library on all facets of classic boating, all organized in one place, without ads. We'll see you there.